According to the World Bank, growth in sub-Saharan Africa is expected to stall in 2022, dropping from 4% to 3.6%. The slowdown reflects short-term disruptions including global economy slowdown and persistence of health, financial, food and political crisis effects. Sub-Saharan Africa, home of more than 1 billion people, half of whom will be under 25 years old by 2050, is a diverse continent offering human and natural resources that have the potential of yielding inclusive growth and eradicate poverty in the region. With the world's latest free trade area and 1.2 billion person market, the continent is creating an entirely new development path, harnessing the potential of its resources and people. The region is composed of low middle, upper middle and high income countries, 22 of which are fragile or conflict afflicted. Africa also has 13 small states characterized by small population, limited human capital and a confined land area. Economic growth in sub-Saharan Africa is expected at 4% in 2021, up from a contraction in economic activity of 2% in 2022. However, growth in the region is expected to decelerate in 2022 amid a global environment with multiple and new shocks, high volatility and uncertainty. The economy is set to expand by 3.6% in 2022, down from 4% in 2021, as it struggles to pick up momentum amid a slowdown in global economic activity. Continued supply constraints, outbreak of new coronavirus variants, high inflation, and rising financial risk due to high and increasingly vulnerable debt levels. The invasion of Ukraine compounds the factors holding back recovery in the region. Although the direct trade and financial linkage with Russia and Ukraine are small, the war will likely impact sub-Saharan African economies through higher commodity prices, higher food, fuel, headline inflation, tightening of global financial conditions, and reduced foreign financing flows into the region. The growth effects in the region are expected to be marginal. However, the largest impact is on the increasing livelihood of civil strife as a result of food and energy-fueled inflation amid an environment of heightened political instability. Prospects of the East and Sub-Saharan sub-region shows a sustained recovery 4.1% from the recession down to 3.1% in 2022 and then setting around 3.8% in 2024. The Western and Central African sub-region is projected to grow 4.2% in 2022 and 4.6% in 2023. The 2022 forecast by World Bank is revised up to 0.6% point compared to the October 2021 forecast, largely reflecting upgrades in Nigeria. Economic activity in sub-Saharan Africa is projected to grow at 3.9% and 4.2% in 2023 and 2024 respectively. A recovery in global demand is expected in 2023 as most of the shocks dragging down the global economy are expected to dissipate. As a result of supply shocks predating the war in Ukraine, emerging signs of stagflation are posing challenges to monetary policy making. Central banks are facing a trade-off between accommodating the weak economy with the risk of exacerbating inflationary prospects and fighting inflation and the high cost of triggering a recession. Many central banks in the region have chosen the second policy option so far and embarked on a tightening cycle, but others have maintained a more dovish stance. Since October 2021, countries in the region are either at moderate or high risk of debt distress, with the share of countries in high risk or debt distress growing from 52.6% to 60.5% to address the rising risk of debt sustainability. Some countries in the region implemented austerity measures. However, these actions have been insufficient to reduce debt level. The looming threat of stagnation worldwide amid a landscape of multiple news and coverage shocks emphasize the need for African policymakers to implement policies that accelerate structural transformation through productivity, enhancing growth and creating more and better jobs. Boosting agricultural productivity is essential to drive a growth-enhancing structural transformation process. Amid soaring food prices and supply constraints, policymakers need avoid making previous policy mistakes, ban or tariffs/taxes on export and import, and ensure international trade flow. Thanks for watching. Like and leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, most important.